Hey everybody, it's Damon with Incap Store and Pad Life, and today we are joined by Alister. We'll be talking about AI and how it can help you with your cleaning business, specifically in answering your calls or your overflow calls. For those that don't know Alister, he has a successful pressure washing, actually exterior service business up in Humboldt, or he did. He actually sold it recently. Alister actually kind of built a model where he was able to stay primarily in San Diego and had a crew with 2 trucks and multiple employees up in Humboldt doing all the work. So very quickly, Alister, tell us about the business, what happened to the business, and how you've been able to leverage AI and social media grow the business.
Yeah, sure. So I had an exterior cleaning company. I'm still 20% partner in it. But long story short is I grew the company and I just had an exit, sold the company, about 80% of it. And the reason why I was able to do that is because the whole time I was always trying to pull myself out of the day-to-day operations. And a lot of people that get in the home services, they're afraid to hire help, basically, and they end up getting stuck in the day-to-day. Whereas my mentality was, if I can pay someone to do it and then take all of my time back, then I can focus on growing the business. And that just worked out well for me. So I did that, and then I was able to kind of live in my hometown of San Diego and still manage the business far. And because I did that, and I was able to remove myself, I had an asset that I was then able to sell, and sold the company to a property management company locally, and they have a client base and they're able to kind of run with it and do some cool stuff. So I'm still involved with the marketing and things like that. That's kind of been my specialty and my passion. Never really been super passionate about like cleaning houses. It's more been about building the business for me. So I'm excited to take like the next steps and continue to help other businesses grow their companies using marketing and AI and stuff. And I have some really cool tools and stuff we're going to talk about today as to how I can and how we do that.
That's awesome. And you built the business largely through social media, some door knocking, some in person, but primarily social media, running drip campaigns, doing automated follow-ups. We talked about that in another interview that people can see on the Incap Store YouTube channel. But you built a very successful turnkey business. You had a couple of critical people up there like Nathan that kind of watched the business for you. And as I recall, you travel up there once a month or something, right, to kind of check in on the operation. But largely you built it remote. You scaled it pretty quickly. So congratulations on that. How important was social media? And we'll get into the technology of AI here in a moment, but how important was social media in actually building the business? And what were the 2 biggest platforms? That be Facebook and Google, or a combination of the 2?
Yeah, we went from 0 to $1 million in revenue in less than 24 months. So our first year we got like 470K, and then the second year like almost 600K. And the reason why that was possible is because we found a sustainable way to bring in revenue. And for us, that was social media. Not to say social media, like when you say social media, like I'm not dancing on TikTok, or I'm not like, constantly showing my face on the internet. What I'm doing is I'm running ads on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. So I'll make one ad and then I'll put a budget behind it and then let it run in the target area. It'd be like if I were to drop flyers on your doorstep and on the windshield of your car in a 10-mile radius, and then do that 3 or 4 times a day. That's the power of Facebook and Instagram ads. As far as the 2 main platforms that I do, like there's a lot of stuff out there. I stick to the 2 that have the highest return on investment for me, which have always been Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, and then Google. Like that's going to be the majority. That should be your bread and butter for most people. There's other stuff. People make a living off of other stuff, but Meta and Google is kind of like the bread and butter.
Yeah, and then you also had a lot of follow-ups like in drip campaigns and stuff like that, as I recall.
Well,
even phone calling.
Yeah, well, the thing about that is this is a really big, important part. So thanks for bringing it up. You have to figure out how to increase your lifetime value. So what most people do is they'll go out and do a job and they just crush it for a client, and they do amazing. The client loves them, and they tell them that they're going to tell all their friends and family and come back to them every week or whatever. And then you just never hear from them. And then like what happens is 6 months down the line, when they need another service, they go on the internet and say carpet cleaning near me, and they just call the first person that shows up on the list. And that's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of what it is. So what I want to do is I want to build a fence around that customer. We went out there, we serviced them, we loved them, they gave us a review. Now I want to be the one to be proactively asking for that business. Not only am I sending them text messages and emails, so we have a thing like after 3 months, we're sending them a text message. 3 months later, another text message, right? It's been 3 months since your last service. But also we're doing the work that people don't want to do. Everyone wants to automate stuff, but no one wants to pick up a phone and call your list of people that got work from you last year. So that is the difference between somebody that has a $300 lifetime value and someone that has a $3,000 lifetime value. Because the people that can make their customers worth worth more are the people that have enough money to advertise. So if I can get my customer to buy from me 3, 4, 5, 6 times over the span of 2 or 3 years, I know that my customer is worth, $2,000 or $3,000 because they're going to keep coming back to me. Whereas somebody else looks at it and they say, well, if I run ads, I might get one customer that's worth $300. So it's not really worth it for me to advertise. I know that once I get a customer in my ecosystem, they're going to buy from me over and over again. And so it's worth it for me to even break even on the first job. Right. I know they're going to. That's the difference. How can you increase your lifetime value of your client? And you do that through communication and asking them for jobs. But you can't rely on just hoping they would come back. That made a big difference.
Yeah, I think that was one of the greatest things you did with the business. You're able to leverage technology, but you also incorporated that one-on-one contact once they were established as a client. Now, I know you hired people to do the follow-ups and stuff like that. Sometimes you did it yourself. But I think that's really important. I think a lot of cleaners kind of lose that. They forget about that part, And you and Dylan, and I don't know if you're familiar with him in Florida, you guys kind of have similar ideas. He's doing a subscription model. You did just a lot of follow-up communication, and both of those did really well. When did you incorporate AI into your business, and what sort of impact has it had, or did it have?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways that we're implementing AI, and I was kind of slow to adapt it. Well, some people are slower than me and some people are faster than me. I started looking at it last year and started taking it more seriously last year. And in Kapalooza, which everyone needs to go to if you haven't gone yet. In fact, now it's going to be called
Cleaning Business Expo.
Cleaning Business Expo, which is going to incorporate all kinds of different home services. So if you haven't checked out that event, you need to come. It's great for networking. But what we're going to do is, last year I kind of introduced it. I had a little demo on stage. Yeah. So if you were there last year, you would have been ahead of the curve. You would have seen this coming a little sooner. But I integrate AI in a couple different ways. In fact, I have 4 main ways, and I call them the AI dream team. I'll just talk about a couple of ways. So one is voice AI. Right? That's probably one of the lowest hanging fruits for everybody. And the reason why it's important is this. If you miss a phone call, you miss an opportunity. Okay. Your clients are working from 9 to 5, just like everyone else. So if you stop answering your phone at 5 p.m., right? You get home at 5 p.m. and you want to go hang out with your family, you're cooking dinner, you're doing whatever, you're missing an opportunity for a sale. Or let's say you're with a client, right? And you don't want to be on the phone while you're cleaning with the client. And if you don't answer that phone call, you have a decision to make. Am I going to miss this opportunity, or am I going to give this customer a bad experience? And so with AI Receptionist, what it's going to do is it is your, as you said, it's the overflow protection. It's not meant to replace you, right? You are going to be the best person to answer your phone call, but if you don't answer a phone call, this is the next best thing. Because if a missed call is a missed opportunity, it's really just there as a fail-safe in case you don't answer your phone. And so they're getting really good. We can do a demonstration here in a moment. But AI voice is one of the easiest things you can do. And think about this for a second. In a couple years, there will be no voicemail. Seriously, voicemail is over, right? It's going to be archaic, a thing of the past. We're all going to have our own AI receptionist to answer our phone calls for us if we miss them. All that press 1 for this, press 2 for that, all those corporations that have that's gone. It's gone. It's just a matter of time before AI replaces those things. It's happening. 18 months, 24 months, those won't even exist anymore. So voicemail is gone. IVR, your traditional IVR, that's all gone. It's just a matter of how soon we're going to adapt. And home services and carpet cleaners in general tend to be a little bit more slow to adapt to things. And so we have to kind of, adapt really quickly. So that's one. AI voice is one, right? The next thing is going to be AI chat on your website. All right, now hear me out. So when you go to, in fact, I have a slide I can show you. But anyways, if you go to a website, okay, let's say you go to your carpet cleaning website, and there's usually a form, right? A contact form. And it says name, email, phone number, and issue. The thing is, if I fill that out, I don't know what happens after that. It's going to go to somebody's inbox and just going to sit there, and who knows how long it's going to take for them to reply to me. But the thing is, in today's age with instant gratification, if I fill something out, if I inquire, I want that response right now. I sat down now to solve this problem. I don't want to sit down now, fill out this thing, and then 2 or 3 days later, get an email response back, and then we play email tag with each other. No. So if you simply have a chat widget on your website, people are more likely to engage with that chat widget than a form. So right off the bat, you're having more interaction and more conversion with the exact same traffic. So if you get 100 visitors to your website with the form, maybe 5 of them will submit, but maybe 15 of them will submit if you have a chat widget, right? And then the thing is, you're busy. You're running around running your business, right? So you don't have time to respond to all those inquiries. Well, that's what you have AI for. It can really easily just grab all the information and reply to your customers, inquire, book your appointments, all that kind of stuff.
Really, I was gonna say really quick. I called a customer of ours, a cleaner, last week, and it was voice AI that answered the phone. I was blown away, which is kind of what inspired this little webinar, how well it worked, how well it operated. I mean, it caught all my information, repeated it back to me. It was a little canned, it was a little slow, but I mean, overall, it was excellent. And, the thing is, if you're a cleaner or any kind of service business and people are calling you for the first time, they're looking for a quote, they're looking for a price, whatever, availability, if they can't get a hold of you, they're going to call the next person. That's it. And if you answer the phone and you're huffing and puffing because you're in the middle of a job and you're just blurting out a price and you know what I mean, all these other things because you're in a hurry, that doesn't help you either. And I think having this tool is just tremendous in helping mitigate these situations where you're going to potentially lose a job. And you did a demo, like you mentioned earlier, in Capalooza this year, and people were blown away. So we're going to be doing a demo here in a few minutes, but I was blown away when I saw it. It was pretty incredible. So yeah, I mean, I know you have a lot of clients that you help with their digital marketing and stuff like that. How many of them have incorporated AI answering or AI overflow tools, and how has that impacted their business?
Yeah, we do it by default now. So I recently won this award last year, and I'm going to win another one this year.
Nice.
Or Go High Level SaaSpreneur. So I have over 100 people paying me every month for my marketing services, and I'm a Go High Level expert and all that kind of stuff.
Congratulations. For those who don't know, SaaS is service as a software.
That's right.
Yeah. So
as a service. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
So we do it by default now, right? When they come on, we automate because people don't even realize it, how important it is. We just tell them this is what you have to have. You have to have an AI receptionist if you ever miss a phone call. And some people are like, "Oh, I don't miss phone calls." Okay, fine. Just if you miss a phone call, and then all of a sudden they realize there actually are missing phone calls.
Absolutely.
And then they get what's cool is they get an email recap, right, with a summary and then a whole transcription of what actually was said. So they know they can get really good instant feedback as it's working.
Yeah, and also as I bring that up, you can even get text replies to the phone or text transcripts of the phone calls, correct? So the guy I talked to last week, that's what he got a text. So he knew exactly what I was calling about. It was amazing. So he called back in like a minute.
Yeah.
And he was already dialed in.
You want to do a sample?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't test this yet. This is really bad. But normally, I made one for this event, and I normally would test it first. But I made it in like 5 minutes, and that's how easy it is to set up. Okay, so let's see. And this one, I made it for a carpet cleaning business. I made this one for Nathan. So Nate, my buddy, he's taking over the carpet cleaning division. So I sold the pressure washing business, and I gave him the carpet cleaning side. So he's going to be the carpet cleaner.
Wow, that's you.
So I made this for him, and let's test it out. Some of the capabilities I built into this one is that it books appointments. So if I ask to book an appointment, it'll book an appointment for me. It will transfer to a live person if I request it. It will answer basic questions about my business. And the way that I learned this is by pulling the data from my website. I didn't sit here and train it and tell it all this stuff. I just give it my website and boom, it grabs everything. And so let's just test it out. I haven't tested this one out yet. I should have done it before I got on the call, but let's test it out. If you miss a phone call, so Nate actually might pick it up.
By the way, everybody, while I was just teeing this up, feel free to ask questions in the chat, and we'll address those here in a few minutes if you have any questions.
Here we go.
Well, perfect. How can I help you today?
Hey, I was calling to learn about your carpet cleaning services and maybe get a quote.
We offer top quality carpet cleaning services, including expert stain removal and indoor sanitation to make your carpets look brand new. We're licensed, insured, and local to Humboldt County with great prices and a 5-star reputation. For a free, no obligation quote, a team member will reach out to you directly. Could I get your name and the best phone number to have someone follow up with your personalized quote?
Yeah, sure. My name is Alister. Alister. And will you want my phone number too? My phone number is 858-699-37. Oops, I don't want to get my real number out. 3711.
Thanks, Alister. So just to confirm, your phone number is 858-699-3711. Is that right? And if you'd like to share your room number or address for the quote, feel free. Otherwise, I can have the team reach out to you first.
Yeah, so my address is, by the way, that's correct. That's my correct phone number. My address is 123 Main Street in Eureka, California.
Great. Thank you for confirming. So Your address is 123 Main Street, Eureka, California. A team member will reach out soon with your free, no obligation quote and answer any questions about our carpet cleaning services.
Hey,
is there anything else I can help you with right now?
Yeah, can I book an appointment with you?
Here are the soonest available appointment slots. Tomorrow, July 30th at 8 a.m. or 12 p.m. Thursday, July 31st at 8 a.m. or 12 p.m. Do any of these work for you, or would you like to hear more options?
I can do tomorrow at 8 a.m. That's fine.
Perfect. I'll get you set for tomorrow, July 30th at 8 a.m. To book your appointment, I'll need your email address so we can send you confirmation details. Could you please provide your email?
Yeah,
it's totally fine. We can still proceed.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Actually, you know what? I don't want to talk to a robot. Can I talk to like the owner or a person?
Sure. 1 second while I transfer you to a live representative.
And then boom, it'll transfer me. So that's pretty much a little sample. It worked okay.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, did well. Now, at the end of the call, the information gathered is going to be sent either text or email, correct? To the to Nathan, who's running your business up there, running the carpet division, or whoever else is in charge of scheduling and sales.
Yeah. So you get a summary of what happened. Mm-hmm. And then you get a full transcript as well. And then also there's a dashboard that shows like how many calls came in, how many actions were triggered, whether the sentiment was positive or negative, like are people upset that you have this AI, or are people actually thankful that you have the AI? So
right.
It's really useful, and yeah.
That's awesome. No, that was really, really clean. And you've been using that up in Humboldt for a while now without any issues. It's gone over well.
Yeah. I mean, so we used to pay because like this concept, right? This concept of not missing a phone call is not new.
Right.
But some people don't even have that, right? So like we used to pay to have an answering service. I used to pay, I think, $300 to $500 a month. Mm-hmm. And it was like, if we miss a phone call, it would go to the answering service. Because you can never miss a phone call for your business, especially if you're in a service business. Like if I pay $300 a month or $500 a month, some people look at that and like, that's a lot of money. But like if I make one job, it pays for itself, right? So you should never miss a phone call. So we used to pay an answering service. And then we eventually, and I have someone full-time answering the phones already, but sometimes they just miss a phone call. It happens. So the concept of not missing a phone call is not new. Everyone should understand that concept. But yeah, we've had this in place for probably close to a year now in Humboldt Pressure Wash. And it's just a backstop. It's just, it's like, it costs you almost nothing to do. And if it handles one call, it's worth it.
Absolutely.
I'd say if someone's interested in giving it a shot, I think you set it up. And then if it doesn't capture any calls for a month, maybe you just cancel it. But if it starts to capture one or two calls, then you're like, oh, that's money that I may have been missing out on. So maybe I should actually consider keeping this thing.
Yeah, I don't see why anybody wouldn't do it, especially if they're an owner operator. Again, it's not, you stop answering the phone. It's when you can't answer the phone. And it really gives you an edge. Answering services are nice. They're definitely helpful. But to be honest, the flow of the call with AI at this point has improved so much over the last year that I would say it's comparable to any answering service. I really believe that.
Yeah,
the ability for it to record information, even with the stammers and stutters and all that, and still be able to pull the numbers and get it back out there, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. I mean, because the answering services, a lot of them are overseas, which isn't the best experience either. Like I think I had this ticket, which isn't that much different, right? Because we were used to doing accents. But a lot of people have like a Philippine one, and that's, which is better, like AI or having someone in the Philippines at this point? It's really like comparable.
Right. Yeah, no, I would agree. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. If anybody's interested, Alister offers this. Alister, you can go ahead and drop it in the chat if you don't mind, like a link. And you also include this, I think, with a CRM, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So the thing is, where does all this information go? Like when you start collecting all this information, you start collecting customer data, you need to have a place where you can store all this information. So we offer Go High Level as our CRM. It kind of just comes with the program. And what's really cool is we found out a kind of secret. We found out a little secret when dealing with home service providers, that home service providers don't like logging into the computer, like ever. Like they don't want to touch the computer a lot of times. And so we actually created a process where we set it up for you without you ever having to even log into the computer. And people seem to like that. Like we just set it all up. You don't have to like have another password. You don't have to have another, email address. You don't have to have another like whatever. You fill out one form that gives us some very basic information, and boom, we send you your number, show you how to forward it, set it up, and that's it. So it's really cool. You don't have to even set it up. And we offer Go High Level as a software. Familiar with it? It's a powerful CRM. It does all kinds of amazing stuff.
So let me get this right. They fill out a form and then it goes into the CRM. Is that how it works?
So they fill out a form, and that form gives us enough information to set it up for you. And then we just send you, we just activate the AI voice for you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very cool.
So you don't have to log in and make it yourself and learn how to do it or anything. You just fill out a very basic form, which is what's your website, what's your email address, what service do you offer, and that's it really. And then we set it all up for you because we know how hard it can be to learn a new skill, and you don't want to do that. You're a carpet cleaner. You're a cleaner.
Right.
You don't want to learn a new tool. You don't need to be learning AI.
Right.
When you do it all for you and deliver it to you on a silver platter, yeah, it's super easy. We made it as easy as possible.
And how much does a service like this cost?
Yeah, so we just do $97 a month.
Wow. So wait, hold on a second. They get the AI answering service. So even take the CRM out of it, which is a great tool. Well, I'll be explaining very quickly what a CRM is in a moment, but they're getting this AI service for $97 a month.
Yeah. And not only do the AI service, but you get the white glove setup. We set it up for you. And you got to pay for usage. So usage typically is $3 to $5 a month. It depends on how much you actually use it, but $5 will get you, I think 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, which is usually more than most people need. So it depends on your usage, but it's
wow.
$5 a month, and then $5 a month or whatever, depending on usage, and then just $97 a month for the tool, and that includes Go High Level, and that includes the setup, that includes the support for the AI voice.
Yeah. So right now, let's talk about that for a second. So $97 a month, they get the AI tool, and that's unlimited calls. There's no cap, or is there?
No, there's no calls. Yeah, there's no unlimited. There's no cap. You just
there's no cap.
Yeah, okay. Usage. Most people pay $5 a month for their actual usage.
Wow. Okay. And again, anybody that's interested, you look in the chat. You'll see Alister's link there. I didn't realize how inexpensive it was. I had no idea. I thought it would be a lot more money than that. Now, Go High Level also includes your branded CRM. So for those not familiar, what is a CRM? A CRM is a very important tool, by the way. But why don't you go ahead and explain what a CRM is and how it helped these people in their business, and how would your CRM compare to Service Monster or Marcate or whatever, some of the others out there?
Here's the easiest way that I can describe it is with an example. Okay, I had a client who had all of his customers in paper and pen. And he came to me and he's got 2 or 3 years worth of people. I think there was only 200 or 300 people in there. Okay. And he came to me and said, hey man, let me work with you. And in the first week, you're going to make more money than you'll spend with me in the entire year. I'm going to make this whole investment worth it. You're going to, in 1 week, we'll make you a bunch of money. And so what we did is he spent a whole day putting all these paper and pen names into his CRM. And all we did was we sent one text message out to 250 names. And the text message said something like this. It said, spring cleaning special. I've got 10 passes for 10% off any service. So he sent that out to 250 people. I think he got 15 jobs out of that, right? It was less than 10%, 7% replied. He got 15 jobs out of it. At an average ticket of $200, he made $3,000, or was it $3,500 within one text message. Okay. And that technique is called database reactivation campaign. Now I have 5,000 people in my client list right now because I've been advertising for the past couple of years. When I need money now, I'll just send a text message out. If I want to make $5,000 this weekend, I'll send a text message out. Hey, I got 10 passes with 10% off. Would you like me to see if you want to reply yes? And I'll get, a bunch of people to reply. I book the deal, right? And so that is the power of a CRM. When you're able to store all of your client data in one place and be able to easily communicate with them, that is the value of a CRM. Okay, that's one of the best ways that I can explain it to you. CRM stands for Client Relationship Manager. It's basically a system, a tool, online tool that stores all your client data, all your client phone number, email, and names, and what jobs they did. So one of the best in the business for marketing is Go High Level. And yeah, so we give that to you for free as part of the service.
Right. And then they can use that to store all their customer information. So name, telephone number, address, notes, right? on like the services you offered and things like that. Plus you can mass text your client list, mass email your client list, correct? I'm assuming you can categorize them too. Like if you wanted to do like, say for example, somebody that hasn't booked a service in 6 months or a year, you could take that particular list of people and send them out a special message.
Yeah.
Correct. Versus people that just cleaned in the last 90 days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can tag your list. You can say, these are window clients. These are solar panel clients. These are pressure washing clients. These are gutter cleaning clients. And certain jobs need to be done periodically.
Right.
So you can segment our list and say, send a deal only for window cleaning, or only for tile and grout, or only for carpet cleaning, or only for upholstery, whatever it is that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the power of having. And like a list is an asset. One of the reasons why I was able to sell my company is because I had a client list.
Absolutely.
So you need to build your asset, right? We all heard about building up assets. If you're not storing your client data, you're not building an asset for your business. And so this allows you to do it.
Absolutely. No, that's awesome. Great info. And I think, I don't think enough cleaners use a CRM or especially utilize a CRM. Like I know a couple of people in the chat, like Nick, for example. I don't know if he uses a CRM or not, but what I was going to say about Nick is that he does a lot of exterior service and interior service. So for somebody like him, being able to properly utilize the tool, right? So to get these people for their annual carpet cleaning, but also send them out, maybe a semi-annual notice for window washing, which he does, stuff like that would be really beneficial. I think that's really a missed opportunity for a lot of cleaners that offer multiple services, is to try to cross-sell, right? You can't just keep hitting people over the head like carpet cleaning. You gotta be able, if you're doing pressure washing, you gotta talk about pressure washing. If you're doing window washing, you gotta talk about window. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a great tool. I mean, I'm just really blown away, and I don't mean to sound like I'm shilling for the people that are watching. I honestly believe, but $97 a month, I mean, that's mind blowing. But now one thing I do know about Go High Level is that I've seen the back end of it, and that's that it's kind of complicated unless you're familiar with it and you know how to build it out and develop it. Do you handle all that, or do you assist with that? Or do they kind of manage that on their own? I know it's not impossible, but it's like any CRM.
Yeah, we give them different. So it's the way I talk about it is basically like a supercar without an engine, right? So it's like you can build any engine you want to build. You can kind of like customize it the way you want to customize it. And so when you have support of an agency like mine, then we can help you to build that stuff.
Okay, cool.
What I found is that when you make cookie cutter stuff, it ends up not being useful.
Right.
But you can it kind of needs to be built out. There's some things that are pretty much universal. And for those, we have templates. But then for any of the customization work, I know we can help you with that as well. But we provide all the templates for you and then provide you with...
Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. So again, those that don't know Alister, his link is in the chat. Feel free to reach out to him with your questions. If you want to get this set up, he can help you with that. I mean, I can't imagine not doing it. I think InCap Store will be doing it definitely. Right now we use Ring Central, and it's a nice tool, but we have all those number prompts like Alister talked about earlier, 1 for this, 2 for that. If I can get over just to the answers like, hey, where's my order? And it transfers over to Doug or Lydia or whatever. That'd be really slick.
Yeah, there's one thing you can do is there's I'm wondering if it does real time, but I don't know if it's possible, but I wonder if there's a way where we can have it check a website or something, some kind of secure database, and it's like, hey, my name's Alister, where's my order? And then I can go check it. Like that's probably coming. I don't know how to do it right now, but that's probably going to come here.
That's interesting. Yeah, maybe they gave their order number. So, hey, what's your order number? And then we can pull the order number, right? Because the tracking number we always associate with it. So yeah, that's definitely a good idea. That's interesting. So anyway, I don't see how a cleaner for $100 a month could not use this. I really don't. Yeah. To me, it's just a no-brainer. So we're gonna have this available on replay within the next day or two. I'll have a little thumbnail made with Alister's face on it, and we'll upload it to YouTube. Yeah. And again, for those who don't know Alister, he's actually hosts weekly, sometimes up to like 100 people, right? Where you do these events, kind of like these onboarding and introductory events to CRMs and AI and all that.
Yeah,
and for all kinds of business, not just cleaning businesses, for a number of different industries.
Yeah, I do webinars every week. That's how I grew my company. So I grew my company, my marketing agency, because I do webinars. So what I'll do is I'll run ads. People that are interested in learning about marketing, I get them all into a webinar, which is a presentation.
Right.
And I value. And at the end, I blow them away with my $97 offer, and I get a bunch of people to sign up. And
I bet you do. Yeah, I can't. I'm still blown away that, again, people are joining late. We had a couple of people join late. You'll see it on the replay. We did the live demo call, and it was phenomenal. I mean, it was really good. Really.
By the way, my $97 offer actually includes more stuff. It actually has it comes with an AI tool, an AI ad launch tool. And if you click the link, you'll see it. It's called the AI ad engine. And it's actually a tool that my wife built. It's really, really cool. And what it does is basically you fill in some information about your business, and it makes an ad image for you. Not just like it makes the whole ad copy in the description, but it actually makes an ad for you. And then what's cool is if you want, when you're ready to launch your ad, you just click the launch button, and we actually will launch your ad for you on your behalf. It's a really, really cool tool. That's what most people actually find valuable in our offer. So that comes free as well when you join the $97 program. It's like crazy amounts of value.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Well, Alister, thanks for the time, buddy. I appreciate it. And if anybody has any questions, again, reach out to Alister. The link is in the chat. We'll have it on the video production that'll go out on YouTube. We'll actually have it on the screen as a text overlay. But thanks again, buddy. Thanks for the demo. Thanks for the insight. I learned a lot. I think everybody else did as well.
Yes, sir. Talk to you all soon. Happy cleaning.
Take care, buddy. Goodbye.